Alright traders, I'm back again with another video, and in this video I want to take a chance to show you a little bit about insider transactions, just basically using this one stock, IYES. Um, Earlier I showed you guys how to use level 2 and also how to use the active trader on TOS, Thinkorswim platform. So today I want to take a chance to just show you some insider transactions that would be very important and vital for you to be able to make some really good trades based off of this. Okay, because I have a new stock course coming out, and this is one of the things that I teach in the course, teaching traders how to catch some of these insider transactions, which are very vital because you want to see the ownership of a company purchasing their own stock, and if they're not, then maybe it's not worth much. But if you see them purchasing their own stock, then you know it's kind of probably worth something, and you know there's a possibility that that stock could rise. Okay, so we're looking at basically a penny stock here, but this, I've been following this guy Greg Williams, who's with EYES, and he is the director, and you could see how much he's been buying of his stock, right? So on this date I made the same trade that he did here, and I got in. So I'm going to take you to the chart and show you. But now currently today, what I was looking at was the past couple days since June 1st, he's bought a lot of shares of stock. Now the big thing is this here, look at how many he bought here. But look what he bought here. He bought over 6 million, almost 7 million shares on this day. So this was pretty drastic. So there's certain things and certain aspects that you want to look for when using the insider transactions. First of all, it is about the amount of shares that they're purchasing. I mean, you could see this big purchase here, a pretty nice size purchase here, but not that much here, and it's not going to do much to the market really. But shares like this, that's going to make an effect on the market, this especially this here. So almost 7 million shares, so that's going to affect that market a little bit, and you want to be involved in that. So I'm going to show you where I got into the trade and what I'm thinking about when I see these insider transactions, and this is all on my course, and I go a little bit deeper. The course is coming out shortly. It's all stocks, showing you how to trade stocks, not with Ichimoku, basically just trading stocks, period. I will be using Ichimoku, but I use basically when I'm trading stocks, I like to use moving averages, 21 period, 100 period, 200 period moving averages. All right, so we'll be looking at that, and like to use a lot of support and resistance, and then price action, and then levels. It's mainly levels. The levels are the main thing for me, because I feel like at the level, that's where the market's pretty much going to talk to me. So I want to hear that market talking to me, and then I want to see the market reacting at a level. When it reacts, you kind of can get into a trade or understand what it may be doing. So you see these transactions, remember these, because May 3rd, I'm going to take you to May 3rd and let you see the 6,756,757 shares that he purchased and what it did to the market. And now he's made some more purchases throughout. Ever since that day, he's been making a lot of purchases, but none as big as this one here. So I wouldn't expect it to really move the market at that point, but just seeing that and just being on board with what he is, and there could be something that he may know as far as they are going to put out something, and he's preparing to see that it may affect the market in a way. So if they're buying, that's a good thing. If they're selling, it's a bad thing, and you want to be following their coattails. So let's go to the charts, look at what we were looking at here. And remember, May 3rd, that's what we're going to look at. All right, traders, so now we are looking at the chart for Second Sight Medical Products, EYES, and we talked about, I showed you where Greg Williams, the director, bought these 6,756,757 shares. He bought those shares at 148. I mean, sorry, $1.48, and we're looking at that right here. This is where that was that day, and look what the market did since. All right, so that's a pretty good thing when you see that. Now he's purchased throughout here, and he hasn't purchased as much as he did here, and there wasn't a much of an effect on the market lately. So for me, when I'm looking at this right now, I need the market to get to a level where I feel comfortable to make a trade. So when I look at just basic support and resistance, I don't have a super strong level that I'm really looking at. So I'm going to put Ichimoku back on the chart, but I'm going to look at some of these levels. All right, because see, this level here is a really good level. See where this level was support up here, then resistance here, broke through, then it was resistance again. Let's go back, see if it meant anything back here. See, it meant something back here too, back here. So this level is super strong. So even without putting Ichimoku on our chart, we may expect the market to maybe reach this level, all right, with the drop. And then maybe at this point, 180, we'll get kind of interested into in this market. All right, so that's the level that I'll be looking at and paying attention to. Now I do want to put Ichimoku on here because there are some other levels that I would be looking at, but at this point I don't feel like I'm prepared to buy it, as I don't really have the signals that I want as far as the level, because I really like to be at a level before I really make a decision. So love trading off of these levels here, these 52-week lows and 52-week highs. You can see these 52-week highs, what the market did at these levels and at the lows. All right, so I like to be at a level where I'm going to make a trade. And there's all types of levels, and I use some serious levels to trade the market. And no matter what market I'm trading, stocks, forex, cryptocurrencies, I trade the exact same way. The level's the same, and everything else that I do is pretty much the same, and I pretty much have the same results. So therefore I never really change anything. But let me go to put Ichimoku on here for a little bit and just show you a little something. So we're looking at that level where we just said about 180, right? And that's a really strong level, so we want to keep our eye on that. But also when I put Ichimoku on this chart on the daily time frame, near that 180 level, basically about 184, I have support from the Kijun-sen, which is a very good thing. So we kind of would have looked at this and see this big C clamp here, and then kind of realize that maybe the market wasn't going to go much farther here, because there's two things the market will do once you get that big C clamp. It'll range, it may stay up there and just range. It won't really go any farther, or else it'll retrace back to equilibrium, because the market got out of equilibrium. So most traders would say it was oversold, overbought, and those, when you see that happening. All right, so in this case we would have thought it was an bought market, right? But now the market has dropped. He has made some purchases, but I'm still waiting for the market to come into this area here before I really look at buying. Okay, and you could see the momentum here with the OBV, and you got down volume, okay, because OBV crossed that 0 level, so you got down volume, and we want to see that market hit this level and then show us something. Now it's showing that there's a possibility, slowly starting to stall here, but we don't have a confirmation yet. So I just want to see the market get to this level, and then I could start to really decide on what I want to do. But whenever we see these, this kind of an opportunity where a director buys, and then when you look at why or where he's buying, the main thing is where he's buying. All right, see that support level here? That's where he bought this, and we were at a nice support level, all right, based off of these levels that you can see right here. So when he bought that, and go back down to the lower time frame, and I like to see if there's divergences. If there's a divergence and I see inside transactions, then I like to jump in there too. All right, so that's something that would really help your trading a lot. And my course is coming out soon, and it will help you even more, because you'll get more detailed on how to do this, where to look for these inside transactions, and so forth. All right, and these transactions, you could receive these transactions every 15 minutes throughout the day when the market's open and closed. So I'm getting these transactions and knowing these transactions as the market is moving, or when the market is closed, like now. The market's closed, it's 10 o'clock at night, and I'm still getting transactions, knowing what's going on with the market. So those are things that you kind of want to know, because it'll help your trading. All right, help you trading drastically. So look for my course coming out soon, and if you're really interested, just come to my site www.fx@oneglance.com and think about becoming a member. You become a member, you get the course that's included. All my courses will be included with your membership. You also get my forum and chat room and trade setups and a lot of help from me, so I'll be there for you throughout. All right guys, hopefully this helps you out. Not really a trade yet, but we'll keep our eye on this and we can update this, but I kind of told you what levels that we might look for the market to give us some kind of sign of a reversal and start this move back to the upside. A lot of traders, if you're using Fibonacci retracement levels, you could use that, but see, this Ichimoku here is going to be a 50% retracement already. So this is the 50% retracement level of this previous move right here, from here to here. If I put Fibonacci retracements on here, it'll show the exact same thing. So let me see if we can pull those up real quick. I don't know if I have these all marked out. Basically, I just have the 50 level marked down there, and you could see right smack dab on the 50 level. Ichimoku accounts for Fibonacci retracement levels and pretty much Gann also with time analysis when you're using advanced Ichimoku. All right, so we've got the 50 level marked, and we don't need to put any fib retracements on our chart because we kind of know where these levels are. All right, so hopefully this will help you guys out, and until next time, have a great one. God bless. So long.